Introducing new Panado Pediatric Syrup 5ml sachets. They're really convenient to pack and easy to use, so you're always prepared for pain and fever, anytime, anywhere.
The power of care can indeed change the world. It extends beyond merely looking after our families and friends to encompass our furry companions too. Leading the charge in animal care is Michelle du Toit. Let's delve into her journey and see how she's transforming the lives of these magnificent creatures.
I'm Michelle. I started Barefoot Rescue about 6 years ago. I do most of the day-to-day work here, hand-raising animals, cleaning litter trays, and generally taking care of the animals, as well as lots of taxing to vets and home checks. I've dedicated many years of my life to working with animals, as I'm absolutely passionate about them and feel that somebody needs to help those who can't help themselves. Very often animals are overlooked, are poorly understood, and we need others to make more of an effort to be their voice. The Barefoot Rescue serves the broader Western Cape community. A lot of our intakes are from Mitchell's Plain, Athlone, Pinelands, Goodwood, and up the west coast, as well as the local areas, particularly Steenberg and Lavender Hill. These are areas where increasingly people are becoming impoverished. People are really struggling to feed their animals. There also has been a legacy of animals not being sterilized, which means that there are still way more animals than people can look after and that people can afford. Effective A Dose of Care has many facets. It's things that we can and should be doing in our everyday lives. Looking at the dog that's running loose and keeping eyes until someone can come and help it. Noticing the cat who's maybe starving on the side of the road and getting it to assistance. Looking after your own pets. We always say charity starts at home. Care very much starts at home.
The work that Michelle does basically consists of assistance, advocacy. She picks up, takes in animals that have nowhere else to go. So the work that she does depends very much on public interaction. It depends on public donation. She's hands-on. It's a foster situation where she looks after them until they can be rehomed. So it works very, very well throughout the communities. Sharing a dose of care essentially means being able to not only pay it forward, but to ensure that the animal and the people are taken care of, thanks to people like Michelle who step up and make the difference.
This is Miss Anele. Annie comes from Kales River. We were alerted to a cat who'd given birth 3 days previously and had apparently babies that were in distress, having had the umbilical cord wrapped around their legs. One of our supporters went through and fetched them. We rushed them all to the vet, had those 3 euthanized. We could have kept them alive, but they would have had no quality of life whatsoever going forward. Annie doesn't have tear ducts, which is why you'll see her eyes are slightly murky, but she is so ready for a home where she can lead a quiet life living in a sunbeam. We hope somebody might adopt her soon. We're absolutely thrilled that Panado's decided to share a dose of care with us. A donation of 5,000 Rand is going to make such a difference. And we're even more excited that they've given us the opportunity to pay it forward by passing on a donation of 5,000 Rand to an individual organization that we feel is doing amazing work. In that line, Louise, thank you for all that you do for Friends of Kirstenhof Wetland. And we are thrilled to be able to pass 5,000 Rand onto you to continue with your work. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Michelle, very much. And thank you, Panado. We're extremely grateful for this kind and generous donation of sharing.
Michelle, you just showed us that your heart is testament to the way you care for these absolutely beautiful creatures. Where did it all start for you?
I've been passionate about animals since I was an absolute tiny child. I think I took it in with my mother's milk. I have been raising birds since I was 5. Junior school, I missed half my school career because I was watching drips and cats and monitoring little animals who were sick, and it just kept going ever since.
Tell us about Barefoot Rescue. This is your other special baby. How did that start?
Barefoot Rescue grew out of a passion. I've always looked after animals, sick animals, baby animals. And when the whole financial crisis hit in early 2011-12, I went from being permanently employed to self-employed, and suddenly I had more time on my hands and I was able to start doing more work with animals. I started another animal rescue first, moved away from that once it was going, as they wanted to focus a lot more on cats and dogs, and at that stage I saw a big gap with rabbits.
Okay.
Did a lot of work with rabbits, and then kittens I've moved back to, and cats really are my absolute passion and heartstrings.
Okay. So, Michelle, you know, they say if you want to be upstaged, I mean, you do incredible work and you are an incredible human being, but if you want to be upstaged, you hang out with a baby or an animal, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Who is this little kitty cat on your lap?
This gorgeous little boy is Sir Anthony. He came to us from Kales River with a whole bunch of, or mom had 7 babies.
Wow. Okay.
At the time, people had wanted to drown him and his mom, and the other siblings at birth, and luckily SAPS and some kind community members intervened, and he's still with us. The rest of his family have been homed.
How do you clearly get attached to these beautiful creatures? What happens when they get adopted? What does that feel like for you?
Every cat that comes through becomes part of our lives. We free range them. They spend a lot of time with us, and therefore we only adopt out to the best homes.
Okay.
Anyone we adopt to becomes part of our extended family. Most of our adopters keep in contact, send us updated photographs. We are very strict about who we adopt to, the idea being you only adopt out once.
How do people get involved if they want to adopt?
People who want to adopt need to come and meet the cats. I don't like sending photos of cats ad nauseum. I think it's really important that you come and you sit on the floor at our house and see who lands up on your lap.
Okay.
It's very, very true that the cat chooses its owner.
I love that, and it does, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So, are you in any way attached to Sir Anthony?
I love Sir Ant, but he needs to find a family where he can be spoilt non-stop.
Okay, well, maybe someone watching this show will find its way into the heart of Sir Anthony. Tell us about the Panado dose of care. How has that impacted your life?
Oh, we were so, so grateful. When we got the phone call, we were at a critical time when another little cat needed surgery and we had no way to fund it. And the timing was absolutely perfect to say to the vet, please go ahead. We have just been given a magic dose of care which will contribute for his very, very important surgery.
Yeah. Michelle, thank you very much. I truly believe that people like you are walking angels on this earth. And so personally, and from all of us here on Afternoon Express, thank you so much for the selfless work that you do.
And a big thank you from Barefoot Rescue to Panado and Afternoon Express for this incredible donation, both to ourselves and through the Pay It Forward to Louise and the Friends of Kirstenhof Wetland. It has made a huge difference to so many lives. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. So we may not always have silver or gold, but as Panado has demonstrated, through doses of compassion, care goes a long way.
Being a parent can be challenging, but stepping out is when things get real complicated. That's why new Panado Pediatric Syrup 5 ml sachets are here to make the job easier. They're really convenient to pack and easy to use, so you're always prepared for pain and fever, anytime, anywhere. Panado, a dose of care.